Hey all, and welcome back to Fuzzy Ducksy Gaming and episode 17 of the Layback Exile series. Now this episode is going to cover 2 days, and this sees us up to day 30, which basically covers the first month of the league. So after the action-packed last episode, this is the first real episode where we're going to do some target farming. So what I'll do is go over where we are at present, but what I'll do first is run through the goals for this episode and how I plan to achieve it. And essentially there's one goal: get enough Legion splinters to get 4 emblems to do a 4-way. Now firstly I want to apologise the timer's blacked out, as I messed up and set the same timer as the previous 3 days, and then I make the same mistake in the following episode 2. So from episode 19 onwards I'm just going to do a 4.5 hour timer each time, so it's easy for me to keep a track of, and then I'll just add it onto the overall. So today's episode takes us up to 45 hours played. And just again bear in mind this is a casual series, I'm not trying to do anything in a particular time. The idea is to see what we can get achieved in the entire league playing fairly casually. So as mentioned, the goal for this episode was purely to farm Legion splinters from both Zana missions and from using Chaos on the map device to try and boost our Legion splinters to get 4 emblems. I'm also going to be scourging constantly in the hope of getting Legion splinters as a reward from a map, as that drops way more than any of the encounters ever will. Now, I will say after doing this for 3 hours, Legion farming feels really bad. Since they took away the passives that gave us a chance at full emblems to drop, it's just not cost efficient to use the map device. And you've got the odd chance that even on an open layout, it puts Legion in a terrible place and you get like 3 or 4 splinters from 6 chaos, I think it costs. And we pretty much spent all of the chaos that I had on Legion. I think I've got like 4 chaos left or something around there. I set Park as my favourite map, as I think that's the best chance of getting open layouts. And then at the end of the 2 days or 3 hours, I was 1 Templar splinter away from a 4-way. So I decided just to push on for an extra 5 minutes to get the last Templar splinter, which we got from a Zana mission within a map. So there is some live commentary footage at the end to show the 4-way. The idea is to get a lethal pride jewel. I'm not going to spoil it by saying whether we get it or not. You'll have to look at the end of the video and have a look at the encounter. So if we have a look at the 2 images of before and after, considering the amount of chaos I spent on Legion, it must be 60 to 70 chaos. It is just really bad without scarabs. Even when you're guaranteed a warhorde, it can still only drop a few splinters. So that was the only goal for the episode, but along the way I upped map completion to 100 and unlocked all of the Zana mods on the map device. I did want to have all of the passives unlocked by this point, but since I was farming Legion, I had to stay in Glennet Cairns, so we've still got 2 passive points that we'll look to pick up in the next episode. I also activated Alva missions, but got a terrible temple at the end of it. Gear-wise was still the same, so I'm not going to show anything on the gear. It's exactly the same as it was on previous videos. Then there's a POB, I believe in episode 15. I still keep rolling caster trying to get Assassin's Mark on a Shaper ring, and it still eludes me. I did hit it once through Harvest, but the ring was just terrible, so I had to roll over it. I'm still on the lookout for new claw, and I'm still on the lookout for some new boots. Now, I have got some Hunter high item level boots. They have rolled with +2 pierce, but they're really bad, so there's not much I can do with the boots. But I'm going to keep spamming essences and fossils on these because you can get +2 pierce, and you can also get Tailwind, both of which are mods that are really going to help us. I also totally missed the fact I dropped a high-level Hunter Astral Plate from Cirrus in the last episode, and that's really easy to roll crit, so that's going to be our base chest piece going forward to try and craft on. Now, obviously, it is armor, which doesn't help us massively, but we could maybe put a flask in and maybe use Defiance Banner instead of Herald of Ice to get some armor into the build, but that's something I'll look at probably a few episodes down the line. So if we have a look at the currency tab, I was close. We've got 9 chaos left now. It's pretty decimated, but we're starting to get a decent amount of scours and out, so we can start rolling some maps. Map supply generally looks much better. I now feel like I don't really have any issues, and even if I go through a run of 6 or 7 maps without a drop, I've still got plenty in backup. Just want to apologise for the crap screenshot. I didn't realise I'd left the mouse cursor over the map tab when taking the screenshot, and I'm now done, you know, much more since then, so I can't retake the screenshot. But I do have 19 T14 plus maps, and I've got some Guardian maps in another tab. I've also got lots of Soul Fight if I needed to go delve in to get some maps in Delve. I just need to get the last few maps done so I can unlock the 2 favourite slots in each region. I'm building up a nice amount of heist contracts, but at the moment I don't really need anything from heists that I'm going to target, so we'll probably leave it for now. The gems are pretty much all 2020, and I'm on my way to level 94 after losing 70% XP from deaths in the last episode. So the next episode we should be able to hit 94. I have a 10-way good to go in Lyra Arthane for the last passive there, but I'm not that confident of doing it deathless at the moment as there's some horrible bosses in there. So I'll probably wait until I hit 94 to do that just to be safe. I have a mastermind good to go still, but I'm waiting to have my chest ready to go with 6 sockets because I've got a 4-star Varici in research that I can use to get a lot of white sockets on the item, which will help because it's going to be slightly awkward to colour. But in all honesty, I think I've had this loads of times in Trade League and I've hit 1 white socket every time. So I'm not holding out hope that we get like a 3, 4, 5 or even 6 white sockets on the item. I think that covers everything for the episode. As I say, it's fairly straightforward. Farming Legion splinters, and that's it. And in summary, Farming Legion sucks. So I hope and pray that I get the Lethal Pride drop from this 4-way because I do not want to have to go through the chore of farming these Legion splinters at the moment. So I'll now go through the footage of me completing the 4-way Legion. And then after that, I'll just quickly explain kind of what's going to happen in the next episode. And then there'll be a quick outro. So we'll cut to the footage now. So as mentioned earlier, we've ticked a little bit over on our time because we were 1 Templar Splinter away from getting a 4-way. This character's nowhere near ready to kind of tackle these full on. But I really want to attempt at getting a Lethal Pride duel. So Lethal Pride comes from Karui, which is the boss that looks a bit like a snail. So all I'm going to do is go in, target that boss, and then you have to wait 20 seconds till you can reset the encounter, and then that boss can spawn again. Don't care about the other ones. I'll obviously go and kill a second one anyway if we can, but I have no idea what our DPS is going to be like. But the idea is to get as many Karui kills as we can and hope for a Lethal Pride duel. So let's get going. Apologies if you hear my clicky keyboard, it is extremely loud. And we'll just hope and pray. So I need to get my Vile Lightning Strike charges up before we tackle the boss. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do much without it. So let's just check with the boss. So I've got one bottom right. I don't know if she always spawns, but I'm sure she's normally this one down here. So we'll check. Okay. Yeah, I think this. Well, I hope this is her. Oh wow. Okay, DPS is fine actually. So we need to go at 340 and reset. Okay, that's 328, so we need to reset 308. Oh, I forgot this guy's got emboldened phases. Oh, balls, too early. It's obviously not 20 seconds. That was rubbish. Or is this her? No, it's not her. That was silly. We're going to have to reset again as soon as we kill this one. Maybe it's 25. I thought it was 20. Alright, so we'll give it 25. I'm not sure the actual time, but... so that was 36. So we'll do it at, I don't know, 10. I hate those embalmed phases, they're really annoying. Well, that should be enough. actually tankier this time. Did they get tankier as they go along? I have no idea. That was 155. So we'll give it a 130 just to be safe again. It's tanky. Right, so that was 120, so we'll go back at 50, or 53-ish, I guess. Oh, you little git. I could be pushing it now. Oh, and then she's right in the corner. Yeah, we're not going to get another kill on her, unfortunately. Oh, we might. Right, 33. She's dead? Yeah, 33. Right, we're going to have to go back at 10 and hope. We'll go inside at 12 because it'll take a couple of seconds to reset. Okay, so we got the last kill, so we'll see how we get on. Sounded like a good noise. Oh, you're joking. It's a bloody ancestral war chief. What about down here? There we go. That is absolutely awesome. So I'll collect this loot, but that was definitely something that we desperately need in the build. So very happy about that. So we will stop the timer. Oh, wrong bit there. Stop it there, and then we'll close out the episode. Next episode, we're going to be rolling this and hopefully get a decent roll on it. Legion's finished. Don't need to touch Legion anymore. So I think the next 3 episodes or 4.5 hours is going to be purely farming lower tier Scourge mats to try and get loads of scarabs, currency, and then just get ready to be able to do a massive farm the episode after. As always, thanks for watching, take care, and see you in the next video.